the guys, Zatron and Anthony, could y'all hold your hands out again like this? Okay, we just want to show you that with a line, if you have a line like this, does it end or does it keep going? It keeps going, so it never ends, okay? So these A, B, C, and D represent points on a line, okay? And the line keeps going. I just want to show you that. Okay, so y'all can go sit back down and we'll finish writing it. We want to represent a picture of it.
We can draw them up there.
Yep, we can draw a line with. We'll represent a line with arrows. That represent it keeps going. We could write point A, point B, point C, point D, point E. And that's a picture of a line. And to write it down, you would want to write, like if you were naming a line, you would always want to write line, and then you would, for example, you could write line A, B, or line B, A. And you can write it backwards. So with the line, any 2 points on a line represents a line. So you could use any 2 points on a line to name it. Like I did, I wrote line AB. I used points A and B to name the line. Or you could use DE. With DE, if I wanted to use DE, could I represent that as a line? Could I write that as a line? I could, because I could use any 2 points on the line.
D and A?
Yep, you can use D and A because they represent 2 points on the line. What is another one you could use? That's C and B. A and D. Yep, you can do that. And with the line, you can use any 2 points on the line to represent that. Okay, and what would be an example of a line? What would be, if we already did a picture, what would be an example of it? Remember the guys that had their hands stretched out like this? So how could we write an example of one? You could draw just like an arrow, a straight arrow. That represents a line. That represents it keeps going and going. Well, a single line with no arrows, yeah. Or you could draw a vertical line with arrows. That could be an example. Now, what would be a non-example? Devin. Kayla.
Just a straight line.
Just without any arrows?
Yes.
What about a curved line? Would that be a non-example? Because it's not straight. Savory, do you have one? A non-example? A circle? That could be a non-example. my volunteers to come back up again. Okay, if these friends are just standing like this, the way they are, what do they represent? Austin. Points. And what are points?
Exact location.
Uh-huh.
Spaces that represented by dot.
Correct. Okay. You are gonna hold hands, remember, and you hold your hand out. Hold your hand out on the end. Okay, what are they representing now? I heard it. A line. And why is it a line? Why does it represent a line? What are Zatron and Anthony on the end? They have their hands out like this. What does that represent? Arrows. And arrows represent a line. So this represents a line. Okay? Okay, so the friends on the end, I'm just going to get y'all continue to hold hands in the middle. And Zatron and Anthony, just drop your hands down. This, but hold hands. You hold her hand, but you hold this hand down. Now, what does that look like? Anyone know?
Can we answer?
Sure.
But hold hands so they can see. Kayla, an incomplete line.
It's not. It doesn't keep going.
It stops. But that's a word we could use for that. Anyone want to guess?
Wait. Oh, I didn't even get to the holes of
Favorite? It is a line without arrows, but there's a word you're looking for.
Single line.
It is a line, but there is a word used for it. Okay, y'all can sit back down. We'll go over it. Write this word down. It's called a line. Line segment. A line segment. A line segment. And the definition of a line segment is a part of a line, between 2 points. Segment is part of a line between 2 points. Okay. And when you're naming a line segment, you just want to use the end points. Like when we had Zatron and Anthony on the end and they were holding their hands down. When you're naming a line segment, you want to start with that endpoint first. So to draw a picture of it, we could draw a line, and then we would label the points on there. A,